Every sovereign country across the globe encompasses one or more unique political cultures.
Such cultures influence the language chosen for communication, the practice of religion, and interpersonal interactions.
These cultures are deeply rooted in societal traditions and shared historical experiences. Similarly, a unique political culture also exists within each individual. This video explains the concept of political culture, its study, its types, parochial, subject, and participant, and what these types mean in Tanzania's political landscape. According to American political scientists Gabriel Armond and Sidney Verba, political culture refers to specific political orientations, that is, attitudes toward the political system and its various parts, and attitudes toward the role of oneself in the system.
It is the product of both the collective history of a political system and the life histories of the members of the system.
Thus, political culture is influenced not only by major public events such as elections, laws, and social movements, but also by individual experiences. Personal encounters such as upbringing, education, and values can significantly shape one's perspectives on political matters. The political culture of a society molds its political values and conduct, and should align with the political system. If not, the regime's survival is at risk. In Book 2 of the Republic, Plato discusses the formation of an ideal city and the education of its people. This text espouses the idea of molding individuals from a young age to adapt societal norms and values, thereby ensuring harmony and stability of society and its existing political order. Almond and Verba's 1963 classification of political cultures into parochial, subject, and participant forms provide a framework for understanding how citizens perceive their role within the political system. In a parochial political culture, citizens are only vaguely aware of the existence of central government and live their lives near enough, regardless of the decisions taken by the state, distant and unaware of political phenomena. In Tanzania, we can find most of these citizens in villages with little or no access to social and traditional media. Subject political culture is a type where citizens are aware of the central government and are heavily subjected to its decisions with limited room for disagreement. The individual is aware of politics, its actors, and institutions. However, the governing bodies or institutions exert considerable influence over the citizens with limited feedback received in return. In this scenario, the decision-making process is mainly top-down, with the government dictating rules and policies that must be followed. Although citizens are politically aware and understand political structures, their capacity to influence these structures or decisions is typically restricted. Participant political culture. Individuals have the means to impact governmental decisions and are reciprocally affected by these decisions. Their engagement extends to the entire system, including the political and administrative facets, thus encompassing both the input and output aspects of the political process.
In the view of Armond and Verba, political culture is an essential aspect of a society, as it determines how citizens interact with their government and shape the functioning of the political system.
It also reflects the level of trust and legitimacy that people have toward their government. Furthermore, Armond and Verba argue that a solidly participatory political culture is essential for a healthy democracy, as it encourages active citizen participation in decision-making processes and holds the government accountable. Tanzania shows signs of a blend of subject and participant political cultures, especially considering the people residing in urban areas such as Dar es Salaam, Arusha, Mbeya, and other regions. Despite being aware of the central government and its actions, many citizens often feel they have limited scope for dissent, characteristic of a subject political culture. Usually, you will hear these people with subjective political mindset say things such as, "You can't compete with the government," in their daily political conversations. However, Tanzania has been grappling with political transformation, fostering a gradual shift toward a participant political culture. This shift is evident in the rising political consciousness among the people, increased citizen participation in political dialogues, and demands for government accountability and transparency. The public outcry and illegal actions taken by Tanzanians during the news of a controversial agreement for leasing and operating the Dar es Salaam port by the Dubai state-owned ports operator DP World demonstrate a remarkable commitment to holding their government accountable. Although quickly dismissed, the petition challenging the legality of the port agreement filed by 4 citizens in Mbeyas High Court underscores the public vigilance and desire for transparency in matters concerning national resources. The courage shown by people like Boniface Mwabukusi, Mdude Nyagali, Willibrod Slaa, and Rugemeleza Nshala in openly criticizing the contract despite the risk is a testament to the existence and the strength of the participant type of citizens in Tanzania. Tanzanians voiced their concerns on social media and other platforms about the port agreement. Ms. Maria Sarungi Teshai, a well-known activist in Tanzania, took the initiative to facilitate online discussions on the matter through her popular Maria Spaces on X digital platform, formerly Twitter. One such debate, titled "The Port Saga, Security and Interest of Tanganyika Within the Union," occurred on June 8, 2023. Likewise, X digital platforms such as Change Tanzania, which are dedicated to advocating for citizens' right to exercise their freedom of expression, are growing in popularity. Moreover, Defying State Police Unlawful Warnings, a group of determined young people led by the passionate activist Deus Dedith Soka, took to the streets for protest. However, their courageous stand was cut short as the police swiftly arrested them. In daily politics, this political culture blend influences policies and the functioning of the government, necessitating a delicate balance between maintaining authority and responding to the demands of an increasingly politically aware citizen. Furthermore, Tanzanians are actively holding their government accountable for the ongoing electricity crisis in the country. They are not accepting the issues at face value, but demanding transparency and practical solutions. The public insists on comprehensive explanations from political leaders and executives at Tanzania Electric Supply Company, TANESCO. In addition, Tanzanians are calling for diversification and innovation in energy sources like solar and gas, as seen in other African countries. This proactive approach showcases their strong sense of civic responsibility in demanding effective governance and service delivery. By limiting political freedoms and suppressing dissent, Tanzania's authoritarian rule under the ruling party Chama cha Mapinduzi has fostered an environment of fear and mistrust, which are antithetical to a healthy democracy. This is more evident between 2016 and 2021 during the late President Magufuli's regime, when political rallies and other democratic rights were banned or severely limited. This stifles public discourse and inhibits citizens' active political participation, as they may fear reprisal for voicing opposing views. Furthermore, the absence of strong institutions and the rule of law under the authoritarian regime undermines transparency and accountability, core pillars of a democratic society.
Consequently, such conditions hinder the evolution of participatory political culture, where citizens feel empowered to engage in the political process and influence decision-making.
The strength of any nation lies in the active participation of its citizens in the governance and decision-making processes. While Tanzania grapples with the limitations posed by authoritarian rule, the resilience and demand for accountability and transparency by its citizenry are promising signs. The desire for diversification in energy sources and the increased civic demand for effective governance is a testament to the nation's growing political maturity. The journey towards a truly democratic Tanzania lies in shifting from parochial and subject cultures towards a more participatory political culture.
Hence, for Tanzania to progress toward a robust democratic culture, the citizens must continue the struggle for constitutional reform, embrace a participatory political culture, and uphold democratic principles.
Visit elimuraia.com to read more on Tanzania's political culture. Join us next time as we continue to provide civic education for all. Until then, keep questioning, keep learning.